Good morning, Forrest.
Good morning, Seamus.
So, we've turned the calendar over into January and everybody's kind of looking ahead to spring, and a lot of people talk about spring cleaning and different things like that. So, can you give us some tips on house cleansing?
House cleansing is a great topic for today, January 20th of 2021. So there's a three-part process to cleansing any space. If your space feels as though it's heavy with old stagnant energy, if you've had a house guest for a long time whose energy was particularly negative and toxic, and you need to banish that energy from your space, all of that is good, but there's two extra steps that a lot of people miss when it comes to house cleansing. So we'll go through all three. The first step is the cleansing itself. That can be done in so many different ways. When you were talking about substitutions in your last video, you mentioned that since in Ohio, white sage is not endemic to our area, so it can be preferable to use something like juniper or cedar or something that's a little more appropriate for our area. And so you use a cleansing herb. There are so many to choose from, but juniper and cedar are great for our area. Palo Santo has become very popular. And what you do is you burn these herbs, in this particular example, to create a really thick incense smoke around the space. I like to take a cleansing stick with me around the space in a counterclockwise direction, so I feel like I'm removing, like I'm clearing out and cleansing by my movement as well as the smoke. I try to leave all of the doors and windows closed until the room is filled with as much smoke as I can make it, and then I open them all at the same time. So I'm releasing those energies outward to be transmuted into better things. And then this is the part where we start getting into a little more of a complete and I think more effective way of cleansing space. Once you've cleansed, you want to protect. My favorite way to do that is to take 4 pieces of black tourmaline and to place them in each of the 4 furthest corners of the space. So for you, that might be the inside of a kitchen cabinet or the underside of a table. So make sure you're reaching to the furthest corners of the space that you're cleansing. And when you're putting your black tourmalines down, you want to have something to either say or think that directs these tourmalines to protect the space, to hold it sacred, to allow anything in that's healthy and helpful, but to gently repel anything that's unhealthy and unhelpful. So now you've cleansed and you've protected. And the final step is to fill the space back up again. The universe doesn't like a vacuum. And so once you've emptied a vessel, in this case your home, you want to fill it back up with something that's intentional. Otherwise, it's going to attract the same kinds of stale and stagnant and unhealthy energies that you just got rid of. So I like to use something that's specific to the mood I want to have in that space. If I want a more peaceful mood in the home, I might use lavender. Lavender is a great one to either burn as an incense herb or to use as a spritz. You can put a couple drops of lavender essential oil into a spritz bottle with water and just spritz around the house, and that will help you to fill that space back up again with intentional energies of peace and harmony and mutual accord. Let's say you're an artist and you really want some more inspiration, then you might use a combination of amber and orange. Those are very solar fragrances, and those are going to help you to ignite your solar plexus chakra, the center of authentic self-expression and creativity. So you have a lot of options, but the most important thing is don't leave it empty. Once you've done the cleansing and you've done the protection, fill it up again with something that you choose, not something that's just gonna come back in because that's what it's used to. So those are my 3 steps for an effective and complete cleansing and protection of your space.
Sweet. I vote for that.
Yeah. Bye, guys.